Oh, yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Tune in for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
How the fuck we doing? How the fuck we doing right now, guys?
Doing so good.
It's the Beta Boiz. You listen to the Funny Uncle podcast. You already know what it is.
No, worth no Girth.
It's Girth Day.
It's actually
Girth
Day.
Hey, you know what calls for Girth Day? A three-way kiss.
so soft.
Mother Earth, Daddy Dick. You know, come on.
Mother Earth, Daddy Dick.
Let's go.
That's right.
I've never done coke, but that felt like a line right now.
Yeah.
We just railed that line, dude.
That was a lot.
Wait till Friday. Yeah. A little bender.
That was a lot. That was emotionally a lot.
That was emotionally a lot.
damn.
I feel emotionally, spiritually connected again. Thank God.
I
Because
feel my Kundalini energy going through my Kundalini, you know?
Yeah, dude. Just shooting out.
Yeah, people are like, what's Kundalini? I'm like, look it up. Take some drugs.
yeah, you should see the kunda cum that's coming out of my kundawini. Guys,
It's Girth Day, guys.
Yeah,
It's
Girth
Earth Day.
Yeah,
Earth
National
Girth
Girth Day. What's up, guys? How we been?
I feel like, I was talking to Frank before we did this. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I think we've all been together. I don't remember like the
It's been a
last
minute.
time.
That's
It's been the longest in the last year that we haven't seen each other.
The Beta Boys took a Beta Boy pilgrimage for a little while.
Took a beta break.
Took a beta break.
Yeah.
I feel good. I think you feel good.
I feel
Are you
pretty
feeling good?
I'm feeling groovy.
Okay. We know that a lot of
very-
changes happening on Mother Earth right now for sure.
Yeah.
We got to experience Mother Earth at her finest, at her dankness, at her fucking curviest. We just got back from Durango, Colorado.
Damn.
Fucking amazing.
Snow bunnies?
There were some bunnies.
I was like a fox trying to find that foxhole. No, trying to wring their neck.
Have you heard them like shout in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
Foxes?
Yeah, they're like,
They got little weird noises.
I just heard a video. I was like, oh God, it's like a child
Put it down.
being killed. Jesus.
But they look like little dogs, but they don't sound like little dogs, which is funny.
Yeah, they're just.
Can you imagine like domesticating a fox? Remember that one day? Okay, we so
do you remember that?
remember that fox? Okay, so we went on tour. All right, we're not gonna say anything about it, but essentially we were at someone's house. They were kind enough to let us go there, and they kept talking about a fox, and we were like, "Where the fuck is it?" Like, he had iguanas, he had lizards, he had all this
he-
shit.
he- snake.
He had an illegal animal rescue going on at his house.
Yeah, and
But
he was
it
really
cool, though.
good.
It was
He had
cool.
a really good
It was
system,
cool.
like a hydroponics, all that shit. But it was like, he's like, oh yeah, I also have a fox. We're like,
Where's the fucking fox?
where they at though,
And he
brother?
never. He had a trampoline in his backyard. We got to go on the trampoline, but he never fucking showed us the goddamn fox.
I kept telling him, I was like, hey, because like we would get away from the conversation, and I'd be like, hey, so like, can I see the fox? And he'd be like, yeah, in a minute. I was like, okay, all right.
Okay,
And then
cool,
I'd come
cool.
back like 10 minutes
It
later.
was-
I'd be
it was-
like, hey, so where's the fox at? I really want to see it. You know, I'm
Where's
convinced
Fox?
he probably didn't have one. I don't know why.
It was a very politician answer, like, "Oh yeah, no, we'll get to that." But
Yeah.
let me show you the gross domestic product over here. let me show you the numbers.
Let me
okay?
show you
Like,
the GDP about foxes.
the per capita. Yeah.
What if he
Shout out
literally
to
just
Brandon.
had? What if he had literally just had some like weird fucking like waif whatever like Asian cultural white chick name is for it, just like literally in a cage, just like. Just being really
no.
like she's white, but she's like trying to do like Asian tropes. Like this is me doing her, not me doing that.
Yeah, she's in a cage. She's in a cage. She's in a cage for being racist.
So you're describing a white woman doing Asian things?
Yeah,
like she's a weeb.
yeah.
Put weebs in cages. You know.
She's a weeb, and she wanted to
Weeb. She's a,
get shot with his.
yeah.
web.
Enough with ice. What about Weiss? Weebs in cages.
Ooh, wheezing.
Oh, Weiss.
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 You know,
I
Wick, or it could be Wick. I
you
mean,
know-
but Wick is the
Oh man, I feel like I shouldn't say this, but like, all right, whatever.
oh.
So I saw Godzilla vs Kong,
Uh-oh.
or as I shouldn't say it. I'll get canceled for that shit, man. Not that I'm fucking.
We can always
anybody-
bleep it. We can
Yeah.
always bleep it.
Can you bleep this one?
Yeah, we can believe it.
Okay, all right.
Go for it.
So I saw Godzilla vs Kong, and I kept on thinking to myself, I was like, oh, they probably think it's it's Gorilla versus Kong. All right, that wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.
Wait, what?
Like they can't say.
Oh, Godzilla. So you mean Godzilla? Godzilla!
Stop Asian hate, guys. Stop
Stop
bad.
Asian hate.
Stop bad Asian jokes too.
Yeah. Stop
It wasn't
bad
even
ones.
that funny. See, like that's the shit that you get canceled because it wasn't even that funny.
I just always think
If
about
it was
the
funny.
90s Godzilla movie where like the guy's in the hospital and goes, you got the flames. Godzilla.
And they have the fucking French actor. What did you see, old man? He's like,
What did you see?
Wasn't that with Matthew Broderick?
Yes, it was.
That was fucking weird.
Was that before the abuse allegations came out? I think it was. He seemed a little bit more fresh faced.
yeah, he
At
was
least it was-
really luring him in.
I
yeah.
feel like what's his name? What's his acting name? What's his name again?
Matthew Broderick.
Matthew Broderick. I feel like is probably.
Matthew Broderick. Have some respect.
Is it Matthew Brodlick and you just didn't Broderick?
Matthew Broddick. Okay, because his dick is broad.
I feel like he's probably so good. After seeing him in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, he's probably so good at gaslighting. Like, can you imagine him?
Oh.
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. I'm just a neighborhood boy, and you take too many pills. It's like,
maybe
think
he's constantly maybe he has a convertible and he goes around and he's like he has the glasses on. He's like, respect me.
I think he got really, really fed up with watching his wife on Sex and the City. He's like, honey, you're like the worst looking person on the show, and yet
You
you're
think
the
she's
forefront.
bad? You think she looks
And
bad?
that's JP.
Have some respect.
Come on,
Sarah
Sarah
Jessica
Jessica
Parker is
Parker?
pretty fucking
Nah,
fine.
nah,
I mean, maybe
dude.
like, dude, when she was the witch in that one movie, she was pretty hot. A little annoying.
Yeah, she's hot as a witch. If she's hot as a witch,
Yeah, but Sarah Jessica Parker when she was on that movie was like fine. As a witch, she was fine. She was fine as fuck.
what's that other chick?
I wanted to fuck
What's
the,
that other
the
brunette?
zombie dude.
Bette Midler.
Yeah, I thought
Wait, where on what?
on Sex and the City.
Samantha. Oh, Samantha.
Something
Yeah,
other
she
dude.
was fine.
Jones.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yes, that's
I
just
honestly, I love the
Samantha.
redhead. What's her name? We don't know any of their names.
I've
Just
never
Sarah
watched
Jessica
it. I
Parker.
just know Sarah Jessica
The brown
Parker.
bitch. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't watch The Bachelor. I don't watch Sex and the City. I don't fucking watch any of the bullshit.
I
so
was
don't know.
forced to watch episodes of Desperate Housewives.
Oh my
and
God.
was trying to be convinced by the other person that, oh my God, the acting in this is so good. I'm like, for someone that talks about being such an independent woman, you're watching a lot of like decrepit housewives. So like, I don't know where the two align. You know what I
Because they
mean?
like seeing bitches that they know of get their shit handled. Wrecked. I don't know what I'm saying.
on a syndicated show. Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
okay, like for instance, like my girlfriend is watching This Is Us and I didn't want to watch it.
It's kind of good, right? I haven't
It's,
seen it.
I've
Is it
cried
good?
like 4
yeah?
times. I was just like, oh God, this fucking hits home right here, man. And it's like, I can't watch it. Let me go fucking piss.
fucking great.
Yeah, I'm fucking.
I'm in my field.
I'm in my field right now. It's a little too real. I gotta take a breather.
I
gotta take a breather.
need to post on my Instagram that I'm taking a break from social media because I need to let everybody know that I'm going through it. Okay, I need to
I'm
let
really
everybody.
going through
guys,
it.
hi guys. I'm gonna be taking a break from social media. No one gives a fuck, but I just want to let everybody know because I'm a narcissist. Okay.
What if there was a kid that was like autistic, but he's like in his like 30s and like he thinks he has viewers, and like there's a kid that I know that's kind of like that, and like he's like, hey guys, so today I just really need to really say it for what it is. I got a lot of people message me in my DMs, and I just gotta come out and say it. All right, that last video I posted, I'm not sorry about it. All right, I know that Michael Jackson did all these things, but I'm gonna keep dancing like him. And as far as I know, I'm keeping the art alive. Okay.
Funny, that's all Michael Jackson loved his kids. Autistic. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
he's like, I don't deny the victims, but I also don't deny that his kicks are fucking fire. Okay, so
You can't deny Billie Jean was the fucking best
this is
song I've ever heard
Samuel.
of.
This is Samuel, and I'm shining out.
Dude, and then he does a Michael Jackson lean, that weird fucking gravity defying.
Dude, okay, real quick. Did you guys ever see the video where George Lopez, when he had this show, shout out to George Lopez, oh my God, I almost said rest in peace. Oh my God.
I mean,
Wow.
rest in
Whoa,
peace.
whoa, whoa,
Hold
whoa,
on, hold on.
Knock on wood.
Rest
Go,
in
the
peace to
fucking
his
go.
rest in peace to his facial muscles, right?
Yeah.
Did you see a special?
Oh,
Did you see a
shit.
special?
He's fucking
Yeah.
tweaking the whole.
Yeah.
Hey,
He kept doing this. He's like, I don't know.
He looks more the part though.
Oh, full.
He looks like a Tio.
Dude,
now.
his
He looks like a
his
Tio.
fucking voice. I love his voice though. It sounds
He's still
very
funny
deep,
as fuck.
Yeah, he's so
Yeah,
funny.
he's
I
great.
fucking love that guy.
He still got it.
But he was interviewing LL Cool J at the time, and LL Cool J asked Michael. He goes, "Hey, how did you do the lean thing, like on Smooth Criminal?" And he goes, "Oh, well, we had to get a shaman to come in and kind of like realign our chakras for us to be able to break the Earth's gravity and be able to do that."
And I also had to get a little boy Timmy to come over and sit on my lap for a couple hours to warm up my joints.
And then LL Cool J,
And then Then I put a little bit of milk in a little shallow bowl, and he drank out of it. And I watched
on
him.
his knees and hands.
Yeah.
But then
I call him little Timmy Tutu.
but then LL Cool J, so he tells him that explanation. He goes, "Damn, Michael, really?" And he goes, "No, silly, it was still a prop, baby." It's just like,
Know what I hate? I actually, when I see videos of Michael Jackson talking to people and he's real, I like him, and I'm like, oh fuck. I'm still caught between. I don't know what to believe anymore. I didn't watch the documentary.
But here's the thing.
I did.
Hey,
and it was
hey,
like,
hey, let me say this. Michael never got locked up, but you know who is getting locked up? Derek Chauvin.
Ayo, bye, bitch.
But okay, real quick. Somebody has a really good joke. I forgot which comedian it is. I think it's Bill Burr or one of those.
When I was fall.
He has a joke about Michael Jackson. He goes, "Oh, it's Dave Chappelle. That's what it is." He goes, Macaulay Culkin said that MJ never touched him.
Yeah.
But Macaulay Culkin was like the epitome of like perfect kid, like that Michael Jackson would have loved. And he's like, if Michael Jackson didn't fuck him, then he didn't fuck any of these
Yeah, but
kids.
Macaulay Culkin has some fucking contracts attached to his ass. Because if he gets his little thing diddled, he can't show up to the movie set. His parents are gonna come
But
after
Macaulay
him.
Culkin is cute.
Listen. There's Macaulay
Wait, Brenda
Culkin.
song.
There's Macaulay Culkin who's got to be on SNL in 2 weeks, and then there's Dimitri Farsis from fucking Tennessee, and he's gonna get his little chili pepper touched. Okay.
see, the only thing that diddled Macaulay
Little
Culkin,
Thai chili touch.
the only thing that diddled Macaulay Culkin was the heroin needle.
Oh wait, I don't think he actually did heroin. I think he's actually. I don't think he ever did.
I thought he did heroin.
No, I think he actually never did.
He looked like
hard-
he looked
probably
like he did
drugs.
heroin.
He looked like shit. He
did
looked
heroin.
like shit. But that dude, mental health can do that though. That's just actually kind of crazy. That's just kind of crazy.
No, he did. I think he did heroin or coke.
I think he,
I'll look it
I
up.
don't know. He
look
lost
it
a
up.
lot of fucking weight. He did something.
I'll
They
look
got
it
a
up.
baby with Brenda Song though.
That's kind of wild. Good for him.
What?
Honestly, good for
He has a
him.
baby with Brenda Song.
Yeah, they just had a baby. Like
Song.
Dude,
Brenda.
Brenda Culkin.
Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah, how does
Yo,
celebrity-
Brenda Culkin's been Brenda milking. Jesus.
dude, how
Brenda
do
Song Culkin.
I've always wondered how like celebrity
so
marriages
hot.
work, especially if like they're not really celebrity. I mean, they're still celebrities, but they're not like in Hollywood anymore, and like they get married.
Her
do they
best
take each other
role.
names?
Her best role was getting
names?
fucked in the bathroom by Mark Zuckerberg in Social Network. That was her best role.
Nice,
Literally.
nice, nice.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not
Brenda
coming back
Song
for 20%.
got
I'm
Brenda
coming
Dong.
back for everything. Fucking he's there just like, okay.
It's
okay.
Prada, bitch. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I left my product that clears along with my fuck you flip flops. You pretentious douchebag.
That was so good.
I love that movie.
I fucking love that movie.
I'm CEO, bitch. Okay.
Hey, Andrew Garfield, best Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of that Spider-Man,
Toby.
I remember Robert and I. This was like way back in the day. I remember Robert's like, "Oh, dude, we gotta go fucking see that."
Oh, no
and
way.
honestly, I was like, kind of whatever. Like, I didn't really care.
I love Spider-Man. I
And-
fucking love
I
Spider-Man.
know. And we went, and like, I just remember like he was like really high the whole time. And I remember looking over at Robert, and he was just like,
This is whack.
"Yeah." He's like, "This was very missable." And then we went and ate
Like
Indian
if
food.
you're stoned
And
and
it was
it's
great.
still not good, like
Yeah.
Did you see the one with where Mary Jane dies, which is Emma Stone? He's like,
wow,
trying,
you just fucking ruined it. No,
he's
I
like
didn't.
he's like trying to catch her, and then like at the last second he gets her, but because of the force, she ends up like she's about like this, like 2 inches off the or 2 feet off the ground, and by the time he gets her, her head slams into the concrete, and you're like, that bitch dead.
Is that the one of Jamie Foxx who looks like really fucked up and he's like,
Yeah.
I'm electric now. He looks really fucking weird in that.
That was very racist. Yeah, you shouldn't do.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. I'm Jamie Foxx. Shut the fuck you. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
Yeah, Derek Chauvin.
That's a big news. Big news.
Big news. Fuck you. Okay. Question. Do you think Derek Chauvin, first day in jail, is gonna get fucked, stabbed, or spit on, or all of the above?
Well, I mean, he's in solitary confinement. He's been in solitary confinement.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think the second that they know that you're a cop, it's like, oh, we're fucking
Yeah.
him tonight.
You know what someone said online? It was like, oh, is that fucking guy, Kevin Bennett? I don't give a fuck, whatever. Kevin Bennett. He put something out that was like, oh, did you watch Derek Chauvin when he got handcuffed after the fucking thing? Do you see how calm he was when he put his hands behind his arm and got handcuffed? If only George Floyd did that when he was getting...
Oh,
Are you
Kevin, shut
fucking
up.
kidding
Shut up,
me?
Kevin.
Shut the fuck up.
Your
Dude,
cats need milk. Go fucking
Dude,
give them milk. Jesus Christ.
and I hate to say it like that, but the white assessment of like situational
Always is, man.
crime is so crazy. Like, oh, if he just blah 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 blah. If he just, I'm like, well, if you just got hit by a car, I wouldn't fucking see your posts anymore. Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like I can't handle these people that are so situational about things. They're like, oh, well, maybe if he didn't do drugs and maybe all the shit. It's like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You have no idea what people's lives
It's always
are like.
towards the past, where it's like, oh, let's look at the past, and it's like that's why they
It's
got killed,
hindsight.
because like he crossed the sidewalk in 1999. It's 2001 or 2021 now, but he crossed it in 1999, and that was bad. So like that's why he deserves it. And it's
Rest in
what?
power, George Floyd. Now that I've said that,
Yeah.
George Floyd looked like it was a good time. I'm sorry. He looked like a good time. I would have kicked it with George Floyd. I'm just saying. He looked like a good time. He looked super chill, super tall. I bet he gave a great hug.
I heard that he was like a porn star.
Really?
Swear to God.
George Floyd. Rest in
George-
power, King. Rest
Yeah,
in power.
rest
Okay,
in power,
now.
bro.
Did you? Okay, I don't know if you guys.
You laying it down. You're about this big, baby.
I don't know if y'all.
George Gord.
George. No, he's a better name than that. I wonder what was the George the. George.
That way, we might have to crack that one out.
We bleeping that one
We
out.
might have to crack that one out.
Too far.
Brendan Fraser. Rest in power.
Dude, rest in power to Brendan Fraser's career.
Oh God, Brendan Fraser somehow mixed his DNA with a manta ray because I don't know what the fuck he looks like anymore.
Dude,
he does not look good.
I only watch. So that's what that is. Anyway, really, really important point.
You guys
Really-
remember the movie Monkey Bone? Remember Monkey
Yo,
Bone?
that was the weirdest fucking.
I never saw
movie. That was the weirdest
Monkey
fucking.
Bone.
Hold on.
There's a scene where he's shooting kidneys out of this guy. It's Chris Kattan from fucking.
what
Night
the
at the
Remember
Roxbury.
Corky Romano?
Yeah.
Take
The dog that does all the coke. Okay, go back to what you said.
Okay, sorry.
I can't believe we just said that.
I don't know.
No, you just said that.
I don't know if this was real. I just happened to see this online multiple times. I saw memes about it. I don't know if you, the viewers, saw this or listeners, whichever. There was a snippet from the trial. It was Chauvin's defense attorney, and he was talking about how Chauvin was, I don't know, possessed by an
Oh my
alien.
God. Yeah, aliens. Like, what the fuck?
Oh yeah.
I thought
And
that was fake.
that's what committed. But I'm like, I don't know if the audio was fake. I'll have to fact. But I just thought that was. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that?
That's like psychotic. Like, that's
Yeah.
literally psychotic.
But I mean, in America today, I mean, like, dude, the
Anything
truth is stranger
goes.
than fiction.
Hold on. Let's just go. Hold on. Let's just play.
Devil's advocate.
Let's just play.
Let's
Let's just play Andromeda's advocate.
Let's do a thought experiment.
Okay, so
If Derek Chauvin was possessed by alien spirits.
So you're Keanu Reeves. You're a lawyer. It's the devil's advocate. But you have to
Great
defend.
ass.
You have to defend Derek Chauvin. Okay. You're Keanu Reeves.
This man had just done leg day.
No, it's got
He
to be.
was
It's got to
tired.
be. It's got to be more dramatic. It's got to be. This man had just got done with leg day, and his knee was tired, and
He thought,
Yeah.
I don't have a good place to rest this. I might as well do it on the innocent black man on the ground.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm ready for the repercussions.
yeah, the Andromeda
No.
Galaxy
Ooh,
calls.
I
to me.
got.
Oh,
What if Keanu Reeves got up there and like looked at the judge? He's like, "Hey, here's the thing, Judgy Wudgy." He's imitating the Three Stooges. Hey,
First
Judgy
off,
Wudgy.
I think I know kung fu.
don't think you are. No, my girlfriend saw that movie for the first time a couple days ago. So
Oh my
it's pretty
God.
weird.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's like, Judgy Wudgy. Here's the thing. Derek Chauvin was a huge 49ers fan, and Colin Kaepernick was his favorite athlete. So that's the defense. And then he just walks away. And that honestly would make more sense than a fucking alien.
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Okay,
Derek
okay,
Chauvin
okay.
took a knee because of black oppression in America
Yeah.
on a black person.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
What type of
So
fucking
he's sending us-
TikTok Gabby Hanna breakdown
So
shit
he's-
is that, dude?
That's some Bryce Hall type shit. He's trying to show you that like he's taking a knee. He's siding with Colin Kaepernick by kneeing.
Yeah,
On
no,
a-
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's fucked up, but yeah.
Okay.
Say, Judge, I'm having a hard time here, but like everybody in here, we're having a turbulent time, dude. Excelsior.
And then fucking what's his name? What's dude from Dirty Dancing, the one that died?
Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze comes out and he's just like with a shirt off and he's just like, "Hey brother, let's go catch
Dude,
some tubes."
that motherfucker is spicy in Dirty Dancing. That's a good movie.
Dude, that was a good
He's
fucking.
like, you gotta move your hips, all right? You gotta move your hips. You're not gonna learn in the salsa, the merengue. God, what is wrong with you? And I'm just like, yes, tell her. Just fucking picking it up.
What was the
Tell
line?
her.
Oh,
And then-
nobody puts baby in a corner.
Yeah.
nobody
He's like,
puts baby.
Derek Chauvin said nobody puts baby in the corner.
Yeah.
He fucking did what he did, you know?
But imagine like
We're
okay,
trying to find the
okay,
bits.
We're
so
trying to
hard.
find the bits so hard.
Let's just be
Okay.
upfront. We said some wild shit, and we're trying to overcompensate it with comedy,
no.
and it's not coming.
Yeah, it's, what if that? Okay, how about this? What if the reason why people act out sometimes and why people do weird things is because at that moment, an alien is possessing us for about a minute. So what if
Like
an
the
alien-
Anunnaki.
Yeah, like the Anunnaki. Yeah.
Anunnaki.
The Anunnaki. But like, what if like aliens were like,
Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so here's a crazy thing, just because that wasn't that funny. So his name is Derek Chauvin. All right,
He's a
I
chauvinist.
wrote in my phone. I wrote in my phone coming home. I was like, Derek Chauvin. ... He's so chauvinistic, right? On my phone. You want to know what the definition of chauvinistic is?
Oh God.
Feeling or displaying aggressive or exaggerated patriotism.
Oh shit.
So you're saying that
For one's own cause, group, or sex.
so
That's fucking weird.
are you
okay?
are you saying
Causation doesn't mean correlation, but I'm saying a guy named Derek Chauvin put his knee on a black man, for 9 minutes and 46 seconds, which in result caused a huge amount of protests and, let's just say, riots all over the country in the hope for a change in the system and a lesson of oppression on POCs. And now we're here. That's kind of crazy.
do you think David Duke is going to erect a statue to Derek Chauvin?
Oh my God! What if he just has like a blow up doll of Derek Chauvin? Just like fucking his face.
He's like, I wish I could do what you did. Oh God. Oh God.
I bet David Duke is a huge fucking. I bet he's like some. Like I bet he's like so oppressed. Like he's probably does some weird shit like in the bedroom. Like
Oh
he's
yeah,
so-
you know he does.
He has a sex dungeon for sure.
He probably fucks like armadillos.
You know
or
what
some
he
shit.
probably does? He probably has that thing that he sticks in his fucking dick, where he's like,
Oh my God!
God.
You know, he probably does that, and he probably
oh my
most
God.
likely does.
He's like
David
this is
Dick.
white culture.
David Dick.
This is white culture.
It's so weird because like the thing that I've never understood about white supremacy is like how it's like they're backing cops and yet white supremacists have always kind of been like, oh, we hate cops. So I've never really understood that
But
kind
they've
of like
kind of been aligned, haven't they? I mean, they've been like in two with each other.
Well, also
sometimes, but like
some
there's-
factions, like
but,
some
there's,
city
but there's also like
regional.
those like rebel forces that are like anti-government, anti-this, but they're also white supremacists. So it's just like how do all these thoughts align? I've just never understood
the thin
that
blue
whole-
line, which is really just like
the thin white line.
the thin white line, I guess. I
I
don't
don't
know. I always think it's interesting when you see someone who's like looks like a little like they themselves are like like mixed or like they look like multicultural or like they have like a different ethnic background and they have like a mask on that's like the thin blue line. I'm like, what's your story there?
I see. I don't get that. Like, okay, so like
Like, what's your story there?
Like, we see trucks all the time, and like you see like this big ass fucking sticker on the back, and it's Blue Lives Matter. And you're just like, what does that mean? Like, what?
Because the base argument
like-
is it's your job. It's the same thing they say for nurses with COVID. This
Yeah.
is your job.
Yeah.
COVID's
But
happening.
it's just like-
it's awful. You're a cop. It sucks that. Because here's the thing, cops have it bad, dude.
Oh yeah, and
you
no
was-
no
and you
doubt
made
in
a
that.
point. What was it the other day from the 20s or the 30s? You said people.
Oh yeah, because people in America forget that like cops have kind of been hated throughout American history. Like there's certain sections. Like I feel like when people like think of patriotism or people think of like this or that, like we're thinking really of like the 1940s, 1950s, basically like the runoff of World War II, the Great Depression, all that stuff. Dude, in the 20s and 30s, police departments were corrupt as fuck. Why do you think gangsters were like they were like the Robin Hood figures?
Yeah.
Because people were like, oh, fuck it, like everything we're seeing in society is like corrupt, like
Yeah.
corruption, big money, like all this shit, and like we're still dealing with a lot of that fallout.
The first publicly funded organized police force with officers on duty full-time was created in Boston, interesting enough, in 1838, and it had to do with like shipping stuff, like making sure goods got where they had to go. All right, that could have been anyone at some point. Like they would have people that had like, I don't know what they'd call them, like maybe like at the time they probably called them like, I don't know, what would you call them at that time?
Well, I don't know about Boston, but I know like in New York, if you've seen like Gangs of New York, the movie, it's like you had all these different factions that were kind of running around, and then you had cops that were kind of loosely associated with these political machines that would be in line with like these gangs. So it's just like
because they would go around, they would act like when king, like especially like in Europe when they had kings and had tax collectors, they would act like tax collectors. There's like in that same movie, John C. Reilly goes around and he's like, well, you know, I'm tax.
Yeah, they're basically like repo men / like money launderers.
Which goes to show
like,
it's not a fucking established thing of something that the people created. It was by a higher power coming down and trying to like control.
Yeah.
And cause
And also, I
security.
mean, a lot of it has to do with like, you know, everything revolves around money, and like I say that because like everybody wants a piece of something. Like everybody wants
to
money.
protect something.
Yeah, everybody wants money because they don't want to like. They know they're being underpaid. Like so, a lot of times, all this stuff was rampant because like they would get like a little piece of it. Like, oh, hey, I'll let you do whatever. Just flip me like 5%. Oh, okay, here's $100. It's like, oh, okay. So it's just like. Same thing goes like in Mexico,
keep the bottom dwellers away from me.
Keep
Here.
the bottom, like here's
10%.
a pack of smokes or whatever. But like same thing in Mexico,
keep those
like
immigrants away from me.
Yeah, keep them
Here's
away
10%.
and shoot them in the face. Yeah. But like my uncle or a family member of mine was in Mexico, and he would get pulled over by cops, he was living there, and a lot of times they wouldn't even ask him for like, oh, let me see your ID. They'd just be like, hey, give me some money, and it'd be like, why? And he's like, oh, I just want to get a coffee and bread. I just want to get a coffee and bread later.
Or like
and that's
cops
it.
come up to you.
Yeah.
like,
They'll be like, hey, give me your money, instead of getting you like in trouble
Yeah,
because
you
they have the
wanna
power to do that. But
you
it's
wanna
like
talk
it's
about-
fucking weird. It's just like
Well,
you want to talk. They just
about
want money.
corrupt.
They just want money. They just want money.
Yeah, fucking like
it's fucking wild.
Yeah. Cops in Mexico are it's the whole situation's just fucked. But that's also because of the drug war and like all that other shit.
You know,
but
you know what one of my fucking my boss told me. He was like my boss at a job at a location at some point in my time. He was just telling me, he was like, yeah, man, I loved going to Mexico. I loved it. I love Mexico of itself. He's like, it took one bad trip and being in the wrong group to change it forever. Because he said at some point, cops in Mexico pulled him aside. They had stuff on them. They had to pay him off I don't even know how much, probably a couple thousand, right?
Yeah.
And then they were going to a store. They had all the money taken from them. They were in the store, and the people in the store were like, come with me. And they're like, what the? Because at that point, they're like, I'm done with this. Get the fuck away from me. They're like, no, come with me. And they took them into the back of this room and put them under like a bunch of like goods, like a bunch of like bags of rice,
like
and
kinda
shit like that,
smuggle
smothered
them.
And then he said they were just like, they were really scared. The only reason why he listened was because of how scared they were. And then in came a bunch of people with like AK-47s. Even though they paid the cops off, they still told the fucking cartel guys that where they were, like in the fucking.
What the fuck?
Dude? Isn't that crazy?
dude, yeah, fuck that shit, man. Like
Remember what Alex Farvar was telling us?
Yeah.
Like that's some crazy. Oh, I didn't tell you. We'll have to get him on again because he has this crazy story about. He has this crazy story. But
so back to policing in the U.S. So like when people talk about like systematic oppression, systematic racism, like a lot of people don't know the history of even like the housing market, the like how neighborhoods are set up, because
Systematic racism is in neighborhoods. And
the thing that people don't get, especially out here in California, is LA is not that old of a city. New York is a very fucking old city. New York has changed in terms of like where because like old centers where like there was be like Irish and Italian immigrants now are like Chinese, Puerto Rican immigrants. You know, so like that city has gone through hundreds of years of like thousands and millions of immigrants that have come through that city. LA has only really been popping for the last 100 years. So that being said, I mean, LA has been around for a long time. Obviously, the Pueblo of Los Angeles, that's been around since like the 1600s or whenever the fuck the Spanish got over to Southern California, with establishing the missions and stuff.
wow, you sound like you really like history.
Yeah, not like I got a degree and not fucking using it for anything.
yeah, you work at you fucking run food.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
my dog. You
literally
guys hear that? You
Congrats.
guys hear
You
that?
run
Yeah.
pizzas.
Yeah.
Like, congrats.
so in the 1930s, 1940s, LA was predominantly white and Hispanic, and there were some black neighborhoods, but it was like, dude, Compton was a white neighborhood.
Sorry, his white dog
Sorry,
is trying
my
to come in.
His white dog's trying to break down the barrier right now.
Come here,
Come here, Rump. Come here, Rumpy. Yeah, so
fat boy.
So yeah, Compton used to be a white neighborhood, and then in like like the late 40s, 50s, that's when the demographics started changing, And then you had realtors that were like, oh, we're only gonna like this, like city planners, like the county, like all this stuff, like realtors. They're like, okay, we're only gonna sell certain houses to certain type of people, and then we're gonna create like a project system. Like this is how a lot of more modern cities kind of come through. And then they had police go into the more predominant people of color neighborhoods. Basically like hey, like they're lower
And here's
income
the thing,
areas and all that
LAPD
shit.
at that time, especially in the 40s and the 30s and the 50s or whatever, they were corrupt as fuck.
Oh, dude, the LA
payoffs were a actual currency.
The
then. Like, it
Los
was a-
Angeles Police Department is one of the most fucking, and I'm going to say this,
Dirty.
I don't give a fuck if I have legal
Dirty.
ramifications. Los Angeles Police and Sheriff's Department, one of the most corrupt forces in America.
for damn sure.
For damn fucking
You remember
sure.
that
And
one
they-
guy, Chris Dorner? Remember that killed himself?
Yeah.
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 He
The
was
guy
like,
that went to
yeah,
like,
that
Big Bear, right?
manifesto.
Yeah. Yeah.
Telling like, oh yeah, the police department's like,
Listen, that's not something that you just go like one day you wake up and that's what your like agenda is. You get there.
Yeah.
The
Same with
amount
the
of
fuck-
shit he went through to get to that place, all right? That's fucking
Not justifying it.
not
Not
justifying
justifying
it at all.
Yeah.
He fucking killed a kid. Like it's fucked up.
Yeah.
But listen, we're all human, and humans' minds are malleable as fuck. And if you're in training like that, and you go through like a system where it's like even you aren't accepted amongst your peers, even though you fucking put your life on the line, dog. Like,
Dude, and now there's shit coming out like and the sheriff's department's denying it, but there's
Training?
fucking there's fucking
Oh.
gangs. There's
gangs that
there's,
kill,
there's Hispanic gangs in the sheriff's department that are killing minorities.
yeah,
They're called the Bandidos.
wait. Okay,
They're
there's
called the Bandidos.
Hispanic
fucking
gangs
crazy.
in the sheriff's department
that are
killing minorities.
that are
Yeah.
killing like other like Mexican people.
Yeah, it's like their
And then,
initiation.
like, yeah,
it's like a
it's-
cartel. Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Was that that's like Latinos killing Latinos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or in black people.
Which
yes.
honestly kind of makes sense because do you remember that one guy? He like it was like during
Latinos for
it was
Trump.
like the it was during the pandemic. He was like 19 years old. And he got shot at like a he was like working security and then they shot him like 7 times or 8 times and it was like they were trying to explain like what was happening.
Is this Trayvon?
No.
Okay,
This was a kid in he was a Mexican kid in
Okay.
L.A. He was working like a security job at a like a car dealership or some shit. And like they shot him 7 times and they shot him like in the back by cops. Cops did, but
Yeah,
they were
yeah.
trying to figure out what happened, like what happened, and they think it's because of like it was probably like initiation from like a inner gang inside the cop like
Yeah.
regimen.
Dude,
And
that's
it's like fuck. That's so like
holy
fuck.
shit. Well, because think of like even just in every faction of power, there's always a dynamic of like a brotherhood, like especially in like colleges, especially in like like Bohemian Grove, all that shit. Whenever
Yeah.
there's like a and it's always brotherhood. You don't see. I mean, yeah, there's females in the police
Yeah.
force, all right, but like it's always attached to like this male.
But they mainly fuck women
Think-
too. So it's like they're on the same page. They're on the same page.
That's true.
They're on
That's
the same
true. That's
page.
true. Their forehead looks tighter than a fucking like wax paper because they're fucking because dude, you ever know like
Coochie lives matter.
Coochie neutralize
Coochie
marijuana. But no, they always have the tightest buns. They always look like our manager from Blaze. They always have the tightest buns. Their face are like, sir.
You know I pulled you over. Okay, you were speeding. I saw it from 50 miles away. Okay, can you see?
They're so like the assholes are so wound tight because it started with the bun.
Ma'am, your foundation is cracking. I will show you my ID, but your foundation.
Your
is a little
foundation,
unfortunate.
ma'am.
I've never been over. Have you guys been pulled over by a woman cop before?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have?
She
Yes,
actually
really?
looks so nice, and I was like, "Why are you doing this? Why?
Yeah. I had expired tags.
Same.
I hadn't gotten
Same.
the new ones.
Did
from
she
the
tell you?
DMV
she's
yet.
like, hey, you can expire this if you want. You know? Did she tell you that? No.
So you
No.
can still eat this past the expiration date. It's still good.
She's like, I haven't showered in 4 days. Okay.
She's like, I haven't
It's a long
showered, and I've killed 5 people. So you know it's frothy down
And they're
there.
undocumented, so you know that shit's gonna go cold.
Oh man.
And one's from Malaysia. Okay, all right, cool.
Dude.
Jesus.
It's crazy though, because like people have been talking about this shit for so long, and it's like now because of technology, we have body cams, we have all this stuff, and it's crazy that there's even still like a level of like, oh well, just because this happened, like there's like even a debate still when there's like very clear.
I know. It's like,
evidence,
dude, there's no reason why any cop should have put the fucking knee on someone's neck like that for that long. There's no. I mean, even if this guy went and killed 20 people, that's just not how you take someone down. Like, it's
and
like.
it sucks because, look, like I'm not even denying it's a hard job. Like it's probably like the most stressful job in the world because every
It's
day
the worst job.
Because every day you run the risk of, oh fuck, I might die today. Like
Because I have a friend that's a cop. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like it's just because it's always situational. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like I remember talking to a guy who was in the NYPD and he would say some pretty crazy racist shit, but then he would talk about a situation where he's like, yeah, you know, I got a call. I showed up at someone's house. I had two gay lovers going at each other with a knife, and I had to put these two fellatios apart, and you know, and I almost got stabbed, and all this shit, and they happen to be like, you know, transgender, and it's just like, dude, there's all these, especially he was in New York, so there's a lot going on in New York, but
a lot of levels.
it's multicultural and multifaceted. but if you think about being in that situation, it's like, fuck. What would you do if someone in stilettos that had a voice deeper than you was gonna stab their boyfriend? You know,
Dude, okay,
you bitch,
dude.
Get away from me, bitch. Get away.
just like they're fucking
Dude, imagine.
Stop it! Oh shit,
Dude, imagine a cop shows up to a scene where you have a cross-dresser and a transgender woman fighting, but the cross-dresser is really...
ma'am, excuse me.
I am a man because I'm a cross-dresser. Please learn. You know, like imagine having to deal with that shit and then getting fucking stabbed. That would be awful. But anyway, so I don't know if you guys have heard about this other shooting that happened the
With
day.
the 15-year-old.
Yes, the one.
See,
the girl or the boy? The girl or the boy?
the
See,
girl.
and the
girl.
fact that we
And
have to
this
say
is-
the girl or the boy.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Ridiculous.
But that one, the 15-year-old
She had a knife.
lady, she had a knife and she
And
tried to stab this other girl.
In the footage, you see her like go like this.
Yeah, she was.
She shouldn't have been shot. She should have been shot, but
But I mean, the dude acted. I mean, obviously, it's a little too early. We need more evidence and stuff will come out. Obviously, I mean, we have the body cam footage, but it is, and this is where the conversation gets complicated because it's like you do need cops for situations like that, but unfortunately, it's just like. Also, where the fuck were the parents? Like, there was like a dude
Yeah,
that literally
I know,
kicked
I know.
a teenager in the fucking head. No one's really talking about that. You know, like these are such complicated.
And that's the thing too, because it's like if he didn't shoot, and I'm not excusing it because it's like it's pretty fucking fucked up, but like she was gonna I just barely found out that information like right now. All I saw was him. I didn't know that she had a knife or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't
But the
either,
fact that
that's
he shot her before she was gonna visibly stab somebody else, so like, because again, like it's kind of like, well,
because the thing was they got a call that someone had a knife or someone was trying to fight, and then they showed up, and then the guy was like, hey, what's going on, like at least on the body cam footage, like that's what it looks like. He's like, hey, what's going on? Some chick gets pushed, and then you can kind of see the chick with the knife. It's out, and then she like just runs over to this chick in a full pink outfit. And it gets kind of blurry, like a lot of the foot. I mean, because like the media fucking blurs shit out. So it kind of looks like her arm is back, and maybe they will release full footage at some point. But like it looks like her arm is back, and then she gets shot, and then it's in slow motion, and then she drops the knife. And like people were saying like, oh, she dropped the knife before she got shot, and it's just like this is the gray area, and this is why it is complicated, and this is why like people need to understand like this isn't like a problem that's just going to go away with legislation. Like this is like a systemic issue. This is
it's a four-pronged problem.
It's a societal issue too, because it's like also how people view like the way cops treat people has to change, but also the way the public views cops needs to change too.
And it's as simple as this too. It really isn't, but it is. People are dangerous. People, doesn't matter what you come from. People
people,
are dangerous. People with weapons are unpredictable.
Yeah.
People are dangerous. People with weapons are unpredictable. You put the two of those things into any box, it's not one-sided of anything. And that's the thing. Maybe technology gets better. Maybe we get things where it's like, oh, we have a fucking gun that shoots like a bullet that, you know, it's like a dart goes into you and it locks up your stuff. Like, you know, we're legalizing drugs. You shoot you with a couple of fucking things of ketamine. Like,
or like a tranquilizer.
Put those cuffs on me now, bitch. You know, like, you know,
do you hear dance music? Because I fucking hear it.
Oh my god, sir. Yeah.
It would make much more sense to have like some kind of tranquil. I mean, because obviously, like some people.
Tranquilizers, dude.
Because
Because everybody out here is an animal, goddamn.
Beast if I've ever seen them.
Hey. People are like, hey, it's racist to say someone is an animal. Baby, we all animals.
Baby, we all animals. We
animals.
feral, baby.
We wild. I'm a bear Jew. All right, you're a what?
I've been told I look like a lemur.
You kind of like, oh. You's a boomafoo, motherfucker.
I'm a boomafoo, baby.
Hey, no, he's a boomafoo.
Hey, I'm a fool. I'm a fucking
Fake.
flamingo, dog, because I
Fake.
fucking tall. You know, like this.
You pink because you got a nice pink.
Pussy. I got a nice pink tootsie.
Yeah.
I got a nice pink tootsie.
And also because you like to eat shrimp.
Yeah, I like to eat shrimp. That's right.
And you got a big old beak.
Yeah.
Big old fucking beak.
Hold on. I'm fucking trying to fly. Hold on.
Yeah, you also like to go on
Okay,
white,
put that animal down. Whatever
Yeah,
that was,
yeah,
put
yeah.
that down.
Yeah,
Shoot me, please.
You like to hang out in white people's front lawns in plastic.
As long as it's Florida. Yeah.
But no,
that's
going
right.
back to the point, like I feel like that would actually be kind of wild if we did start tranquilizing people. But I mean, dude, like I don't know, it's better than being shot. I mean, shit.
Well, the other thing too is like obviously like hand-to-hand combat training needs to be because dude, a lot of this procedure shit.
A lot of them are fat as fuck.
A lot of them are
too.
fat as fuck. A lot of them are out of
Fat as
shape,
Fuck,
dude.
Put the gun down. Put the knife down.
Like
What if half the shootings were just because cops were having fucking cardiac arrest?
What if a lot of them, dude? What if a lot of them were like,
or a stroke? Like,
well, that one fucking
he calls in, he's like, it happened again. It's like,
no, he had a stroke.
dude, I don't know what happened. That one fucking lady that was calling out taser before she shot that kid. It was like,
Potter.
dude, she had a fucking seizure. Taser. It's like, how do you not know what a fucking taser is? Like, oh my god. It's like-
She looked like backwoods as fuck too. She didn't look like a very
from
fun
the
person.
country?
She's from the country.
From the
Country. I'm technically like European, so I can say that.
Respect, yeah. Let's do the bye bitch.
yeah, well, I mean, Derek Chauvin already. Bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.
You on suicide watch? Bye, bitch.
No, straight up, dog. Straight
He
up.
seems like he's gonna kill himself. I feel like he's gonna kill
You
himself.
go first, because I'm trying to think of mine still.
Okay,
You got
so
yours.
after we got home from our Colorado trip, which was amazing. Here's
So good.
here's the difference between
I've never seen
Oh, we
Gabe
didn't even get to
smoke
get into that.
so much weed. He smokes so much weed.
didn't even get to get
We're
into
going on
that.
camera and saying that Gabriel Luebben-Rivera smokes a lot of marijuana in Durango, Colorado.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I deny.
I plead
allegedly.
the fifth.
Allegedly.
I plead the eighth.
Allegedly.
I plead 1/8 of OG Kush.
I played a fifth of your finest, of your finest homegrown. Okay, of your finest ocean grown.
So the funniest part is like there is such a difference between literally California people and people in, like
so different.
the mountain community or like anywhere else
Small
in the country.
town, anyway, yeah.
Small town. And I'm not saying that there aren't bad people because there are a lot of weird fucking people out there too. But like for the most part, like everybody's very chill. Everybody's like
Everybody wants to
helpful.
talk. They want to talk.
Like people get lonely, so it's like when they get visitors of out of town that are like interesting or nice, it's just like like they'll help you out. Like we had a lot of people at
Who's
restaurants.
this little mixed race honey?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Where you from? Down south? Up north? Up south? Up east? Where? Tell me where.
So
Donde?
so we came home and we weren't that hungry, but then we ended up eating like kind of late at night. And here's the thing, I love me some chicken katsu. Okay,
yeah.
it's one of my favorite meals. It's a simple dish. It's like this,
babe.
this kind of fried chicken, breaded chicken on rice. And
Chicken
usually-
cutlet, it's fried.
It's chicken cutlet that's fried, and it's on rice,
With some
better
gravy.
white rice, and then with some usually spicy gravy. Sometimes it's not spicy, whatever. So we go to this ramen place in Brea.
It's called Yummy House.
Yeah, and we're saying this
Like, come on.
because of what
Yummy.
happened. So we walk in. It said it was. Robert looked at the Yelp. It said it was open until 2 a.m.
2 o'clock. We're there at like 11.
11:30. It's 11:30, so it's like 2.5 hours still closed. We're not those assholes that come through like 20 minutes before we close, right?
Ugh.
So we
hate
walk
those.
in. There's only one other couple in there, and
That looked like they were like selling scissor. They looked like a scissor couple. Like
Yeah.
scissor was like that, like codeine cough syrup was keeping them together. That's what they
Yeah.
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you think Brea, California, it's like, what's happening? So we walk in and like the lady's like, "Oh, you have to order online," and we're like,
Okay.
"Why we're here? Why do we?"
And
have
they
to
didn't
order
even provide free Wi-Fi too. I was like, wait, I have to use my fucking data?
the fuck?
Can you turn on your Wi-Fi? Gabe, can you turn on your Wi-Fi?
No, it's
Can
a
you turn your
hotspot.
Can you turn
It's a
your-
hotspot.
yeah.
So when you know what it is, come back. Until then, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I love you.
So we had to order our food online at 11:30 when there's no one else there.
Wait, you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we're in
No,
the
yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
I'm
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
We're in the restaurant, but we had to order online. So like she's like, "Oh, it'll take about 30 minutes for your food." We're like, "Okay, we didn't order anything that complicated, but whatever." So she comes out literally an hour later. It's like 12:30, and she brings us our food, and I look in the bag, and there's like a very small box for like my food, and I'm like, "Yo."
Mind you, Gabe, you're pretty cordial. Like, you're not someone that, like, if you're upset, you visibly show how upset you are. Like, you're not, like, a mean-spirited person.
Yeah.
I've seen you go off. You can be, like, whatever.
I'm chilling
But
until I'm not chill.
He's chilling until not. I've never seen Gabe this fucking. He's like, all right, dude, yeah, what the fuck? Like, you literally were like.
So what happened was like she was like showing us all of our food, right? And there's a little box.
She's a
and
little Asian lady, little short, little sweet lady.
little lady, and she opens up my box, and it's just the meat. It's just the meat.
How
okay,
much?
I paid $16
Plus tip.
plus tip. Okay.
Oh.
It was just the meat, and it wasn't like that much meat either. It was like a container that was maybe like 6 inches by like 3 inches. It was
It looked like
tiny.
she cut like little strips of other meats and fried it and just
Yeah,
threw it in it. It looked like
I
shit.
was like, where's the rice? Where's like, I was like, literally,
gravy.
I was dumbfounded. I didn't know how to react. And she's like, oh no, this is the late night menu. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because I'm like, wait, I paid $16 for just chicken. And she's like, no, let me see your order. And I showed it to her, and she's like, oh, well, it was the service fee and all this stuff. I'm like, wait, why am I paying a service fee?
If we have
we're
to order
ordering
online.
it online, and you're making us do that. And I'm like, even then, it would still be $11.50. So I paid $11.50 for just chicken. And then she's like, oh, well,
It's organic.
it's organic, blah, blah, blah. She's like trying to talk. I'm like,
I killed the chicken just now.
and I was like, well, if you're not going to give me my rice, like, I kind of want my money back. And she's like, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. I'm
She's
not
like,
going to do
you
that.
can order it separately and I can cook it for you. I'm like, bitch, you've been here for an hour. You had to cook some
And then,
chicken.
but then that's when she started turning on me and making it like it was like my fault that I didn't order it correctly. I was
she's
like,
oh, it's midnight. She's like, oh, well, it's midnight. Blah, 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 blah.
I'm like, you're
ho.
I'm like, you're
Ho.
open till 2 a.m. You have it listed that you're open to, and I was literally like, whatever, like,
You know what?
whatever, fuck it, and we just left. Bye, bitch. Because the thing is, here's the thing. I understand small
Hashtag Asian
business.
hate.
Here's the thing. I understand, and I'm trying to be very careful with this because I actually was kind of pissed off, and I know it's stupid, like it's whatever. It's a very privileged
You also like
position.
have at least 2 feet on her, and you're a male.
Yeah.
And you're also
And
more
but I was
white.
just-
Swing, baby.
But I'm like, dude, I was so annoyed. I'm like, dude, what place sells chicken katsu doesn't give you fucking rice? Like
Yummy
it's-
House, more like Dummy House.
Fuck Yummy House. I'm sorry. Like, I know you're a small business, but like, dude, don't make your customer feel like a fucking asshole. Literally. Please
Fuck you.
get better. Please be better. Be better.
Don't be sorry.
Be better.
Be better.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
All right, Frank.
You go ahead.
You got one?
Let me see. I went to this. I did a taco review episode recently. And,
Shout out to Mouthful
shout out to
Tacos.
Mouthful of Tacos. And I asked the lady. I said, "What's your best meat?" And she said, "Cabeza." And I tried it, and it was incredibly oily, and it gave me the runs right after. So, and everything else was really dry, and the tortillas were garbage. So I just want to say to Letty or Brenda or Isabel, whatever your fuck your name is, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good.
Isn't it funny how most of our buy bitches have to do with food?
They really do.
Or like food
fat
service?
Fucking get it
motherfuckers.
right.
It's like we work in food service, so
Yeah.
we know. That's why we're critical.
right.
Because we fucking do our jobs right.
Robbie.
Bobby.
Dude, I'm blanking so hard right now. I'm so sorry. I just had such good vibes all around
Yeah, that's
lately.
okay.
I,
That's okay.
Honestly, I think it's safe to say I don't have a bi bitch right
Whoa,
now.
whoa.
I don't. I'm so fuck.
Oh, he's going for it. He's going.
I'm so fucking. I thought I saw you. No, you did. You almost did. I'm so fucking elevated. I don't have a bi bitch this
Those
week.
are nice.
This week. I'm sorry.
What is that?
I'm
That's
so
Tootsie?
sorry.
Is
I'm
that
so.
Tootsie color?
It's my Tootsie.
You know,
I didn't have to do that.
Robert's. I think when Robert goes big, he takes his pants off. Okay, so funny side note, on New Year's Eve, there's only been a couple times I've seen Robert like super intoxicated, and this past New Year's Eve was one of them. And he walked out of this house. I was on the phone. He walked out of this house, looked right at me, like just with the dumbest expression on his face, and then he like walked out into the middle of the street. It's like 1 in the morning, drops his pants, is in his underwear, his boxers, and just fucking walks down the street. He just walks off into a park.
Because I always try to like, okay, there's a special moment between when someone sees you and when someone doesn't see you and they see you, right? I love to make it so like if you walk out this door and make a right and I know you're coming, I'll set a scene up that you walk into. That is the best moment you can have. It's just so great because like I've done it to you. Because what I'll always do,
He'll do this. He'll fucking
tuck his cock.
He'll tuck his.
Oh yeah. Or no, yeah. He'll open his zipper and stick his finger out. Yeah.
Because it looks like a little pee pee. I just poke you in your feet. Put it in your mouth. It's my little bussy.
It's his nuclear clit.
Oh God.
It's my mitochondria.
Powerhouse of the cell.
Powerhouse of the cell.
Yeah,
Oh God.
Powerhouse of the cell that Jarek Chauvin's in, dude.
Oh, that's right. Solitary confinement, 13 hours a day. Let's go, 23 hours a day. Let's do it.
But yeah, I
dude.
don't have a bad bitch.
Let's just say Derek Chauvin is the bi bitch. Make it easy.
That's
right.
This was actually
a great
This
episode.
is actually more of a dialogue, and I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it was funny, but like.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get canceled for the first half, but the second half, we might redeem
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah, we
I'll
just
say
have to
this
go-
though. I'll say this: with all this happening right now, and with things opening up right now, with the summertime, I think comedy right now is going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to Hadu Lamsai, which is fucking Adam. That's how he says it. That's how he says it.
What?
It's Adam Chong's podcast. Okay.
What's it called?
Hadu Lamsi. Like Hadu Lamsai. That's how he opens up. He goes Hadu Lamsai. That's how he opens it up. So moving on. Stop Asian hate.
I'm gonna have to confirm that. We're gonna
Yeah.
check Snopes on that.
We're
That's
gonna
really
check
good.
you to make sure.
Shout out to Adam Chong and Hadu Lamsai. But what they're talking about right now is that there's this really big rise because he was talking to John Liu, and they were talking about how right now there's a big cultural change in the general populace's consumption of minorities in television and in like comedy and stuff like that, and how right now multiculturalism is like the powerhouse of what people want in entertainment. And with comedy, I think we're gonna be seeing a lot of like different shows. Because you remember how like they would be like, oh yeah, there's that they would say, oh, there's Mexican shows, or they call it, there's like, oh, go play a show for a black room. Like it was just how they would describe as certain types of rooms.
Yeah.
Where it was a cultural hub for certain people, and then they do comedy styles in those rooms. I think that almost might go. I mean, I'm sure they're still gonna have it, but dude, it's gonna be interesting.
I think
I'm kind of excited.
I think that'll happen for a while, but honestly,
might die out.
There's so many people that are comically illiterate, like fan wise. It sucks that we can't do more shit like that and have it be normal because like everything's so fucking trendy here, especially in LA, dude. Everything's like a fad. Like whatever's bad right now could be good tomorrow. Whatever's good right now could be bad tomorrow. So it's just like, dude, honestly, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. But I really think
Can we cancel God?
G.O.D.
G-O-D?
I mean, he only
Why
has like
is
400 followers. So, I mean, yeah, we could cancel him, I guess. Yeah.
But yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
you know what I'm saying. It's just like. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being cynical because, like, I don't know. I've seen.
I think you're being cynical. I think you're saying
Maybe.
because I think the TikTok generation is like not gonna die off completely, but like there is like I feel like it's gonna be like they're over here, we're over here. Like this is fake. Then there's the middle, which is like everyone else in between, and then there's like the real.
But it's scary though because like the fake is being like almost like praised more when it's like but at the end of the day like you're not your phone, like you're not your phone, like you're a human being, and it's like you have to somehow like I have an 8-year-old sister, and like the things that she's like saying to me is like so weird because I'm like, wait, no,
Like what?
she's like she'll watch TikTok, but she like picks up on a lot of stuff, and she thinks that that's how like people are normally, like just doing things that she'll say things, but it's like, oh no, like you don't like stop thinking that you. I bought her like okay, real quick. I bought her a skateboard, and she's like, oh, take a picture of me, and she was like kind of posing. I was like, why are you posing? Like, stop posing. Like,
Oh, she has
no.
her foot forward like this, like.
Yeah. No, seriously. And I was like, and I told her, I was like, why are you posing? Stop posing. And she's like, oh, and she didn't know that, like, oh, this is how people.
She's like, I thought you were a photographer, pussy.
Yeah. Basically, she's like, take my picture, bitch. Yeah. No, but I'm telling her, I'm like, it's okay to like have moments, and like you don't have to post every moment. Yeah. And I think she thinks that every moment has to be posted. And it's like, no, we gotta stop that now, because it's like not everything has to be posted.
Well,
not every experience has to be posted. Not you having a beer by yourself or like walking down the road has to be posted type of thing. You know what I mean? Like it's irritating.
This has become a veil to reality. It has.
Yeah.
Because I was showing you a video the other day of some guy like talking about, like, I forgot what happened. I think someone passed away in his life, and he's like, oh, I went through this huge change in my life. The video started with him, like the camera's on him, and he's crying. Like, he's like, ugh.
It's so cringy.
Why would you take a moment to record yourself going through an emotional thing for a video with the purpose of posting it? Why would you, if you're having an emotional moment and you're crying, and it's a live thing, like you're doing something live and you have emotions, why would you do a take or a couple takes of you crying and then post that for the purpose of affecting an audience? That is that of
It's
itself.
maladaptive behavior.
It's
crazy.
mentally unhealthy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very mentally unhealthy. Because
Yeah.
you see these like trends where it's like, oh, like there's a song playing and they're like, that one kid's like, I'm sorry,
And, like,
I'm trying.
I think
Like, dude, just do it already. Just do it. I
And-
see
and-
you're in a car already. I see the garage. Just back into it.
Close
Lock-
the door.
Close the door, and just run that bitch for a couple hours.
Fall asleep.
Maybe you get more followers that way.
but like like
In
that, like-
memoriam.
yeah,
In
like
memoriam.
it's just weird how
I don't
everything's
promote,
kind of.
don't promote suicide, promote mental health. But some of these kids, dude, I'm like, dude, these kids need to get fucking slapped. I'm
A lot
sorry.
of these kids you need a pocket pussy, okay? Just get a pocket pussy.
They need a pocket pussy, and
I
they
need a pocket
and they
pussy.
need a black ant to come in and fucking be like, baby, what the fuck are
Dude,
you
everybody
doing?
needs a black ant. Even if you're not related, everybody
Yeah.
needs a black ant.
Some of the
That's
best
just-
moments I've had were from my Aunt Betty, and she's an old. She fucking plays drums. She played at the fucking inauguration of, I think, Obama. All right, coolest fucking person. I don't think we're related by blood, but I pretty much feel like I'm black because of it. But fucking, she gave me my black card in the Jewish community. I'm always the one kid at the camp. They're like, "Hey, yo, Rabbit's here." I'm like, "What's up, guys?" And that's it. That's
'Cause
it.
Here's the thing. Black women are in a very interesting position in our society because they get shit on more than literally anybody
Yeah.
else in
Yeah.
society.
Yep.
But that's the bad part. But on the flip side, there's a lot of truth that
Oh,
they
yeah.
speak because they've seen a lot of shit and they know a lot of shit because they've experienced a lot of shit. And I think going
And they've had
forward-
no helping hand.
and they've had no
They've
helping
to get
hand
what they had to get by themselves.
or relatively little help.
Yes.
So that being said,
Very true.
moving forward, I think people. Well, first of all, people need to listen more than they speak. Funny coming from us because all we do is fucking talk, but we do listen a lot though. That's the thing. I think that people don't realize too. Comics, like you have to listen in order to have a take on something.
You don't get perspective
You know?
from just being in a box at home. You get perspective from going out in the world, having touchy conversations, navigating different waters, so you can develop a voice.
Yeah, exactly. So I think moving forward, I guess the best advice that we could give to someone younger is like, don't buy the bullshit. And that's really for everybody too. Like, don't buy into the bullshit. Cut through the bullshit. Listen to people that have the experience.
And
Listen-
stop live streaming.
Stop live streaming.
Your fucking
Yeah.
mental breakdown.
And honestly,
Gabby
my
Hanna,
God.
enjoy the moment, man. Enjoy the moment.
moment.
Enjoy being like kind of awkward in a moment. Enjoy kind of people watching. Like people watching is my favorite thing
favorite
ever because
thing,
it's
my
like
favorite
you get to
thing.
see human beings just be human. And you're like, this is why we're weird. Like,
And embrace
oh, we're
the
all
cringe.
weird. Like we're all
We're all
embrace
weird.
the odd. Embrace the odd, man. That's what it is.
Get out there.
But yeah.
Hey,
So-
and I mean, it all comes back to the same ideology of the Beta Boys, man.
Know your worth.
Know
Know
your worth.
Know your,
Know your
Know your
girth.
girth.
baby.
All right, this is fucking John Wang. All right, you can find me on Instagram at Slamador, Facebook, Spotify for my new mixtape coming out called "Drag Your Balls All Over My Face" because I'm a fucking Jewish piece of. Never mind.
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to plug?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna be coming out with an Indiegogo very soon. I got that. I said it on the last pod. I got an animated show I've been working on for over a year now. It's been a year, all right. And we're putting the Indiegogo thing together right now. We're gonna have a trailer. We're gonna be pushing it out. You'll see lots of that. Very fucking cool. The log line is Inner Planes, a metaphysical look into adulthood. All right, imagine a setting of like a normal adulthood trying to like coming of age story in a weird parallel reality where reincarnation is a technological advance. Like reincarnation is like a fuel of like what we do as a society. It's weird. Tune in.
Hell yeah.
That was very long-winded.
No, I know. I was trying to find it. I was trying to condense it.
So fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson. So we're in this metaphysical plane.
So higher beings, all right?
Tune in though.
Tune in.
The fourth dimension.
What's up, guys? Girth Brooks over here. You can find me on Instagram at LubyBoob. Don't even bother following me on Facebook. Or if you want to Snapchat me, cool pictures of your chinchillas. That's cool too. I'm also
AKA you.
Also follow my band Shaw Nova _Nova_ on Instagram. Follow us on Spotify. We have a new EP coming out hopefully in the next couple months. We're still trying to figure out the legal ramifications of all this shit because we want to have it pop off, and hopefully we'll have a music video too that we're gonna hopefully shoot really soon. We do have a show, live stream show. It'll probably be after we post this, so I won't really get too much into it. But yeah, hopefully we'll be doing some shows later this year. So yeah, keep eyes and ears peeled for that shit.
Keeping on.
Hell yeah.
I am Titty Roosevelt. You can follow me at LFrankXE, ELFrankXE on all platforms.
Especially TikTok.
He's been popping off.
My video blew up. I'm not gonna lie. You know, talk to my Asian friends before you talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Just whatever. You know,
it's almost at 1 million views. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's 624,000. But you know, who's fucking counting? You know, whatever. You can also follow my taco review page called Mouthful of Tacos. That's right. We review tacos, give you honest reviews, no bullshit. We just keep it honest because we love food and we love the realness.
We love eating them tacos.
And we love honesty because honesty is more important than anything. That's right.
Oh yeah.
But like we said before, guys, we'll leave you off with what we usually say. Know your worth.
Know your
Know your girth.
Fuck yeah. Tune in next time.
Titty gang out.
We'll see ya.
Bye.
Bye.